Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the Spiritism Talk series promoted by the United States Spiritist Federation every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I am very happy to host this talk by Bernadette LEAL, who will be leading our live with the theme, The Next Step of Gratitude. Before we get to Bernadette, I have three announcements. First, there is a new weekly podcast-like series called Psychology and Spirituality, a bridge to a better life based on the works by Joanna de Angelis. There is a new episode every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Psychology and Spirituality weekly talk based on the works of Joanna de Angelis will offer a safe place to confront, compare, correlate, and expand spirituality concepts from a psychological lens, bringing insights, actionable tips, and real-world advice to help you lead a better life. Please subscribe to receive notifications of new episodes at the USSF YouTube channel. Second announcement. The USSF is hosting the 17th U.S. Spiritist Symposium on September 30th, 2023, in Portland, Oregon. The symposium will focus on the topic of spiritual path to mental balance, with a full-day program including talks, panels, Q&A sessions, youth panel, kids and youth activities. Save the date. Third, finally, on the screen, please note there is a QR code. If you want to help the United States Spiritist Federation produce more publications and promote Spiritism to everyone, please scan the QR code for your donation. Now, back to Bernadette. Together with everyone who is watching this live broadcast, I want to give you a very warm welcome. It is so good to have you here to discuss the next step of gratitude. But before she enlightens us in the next hour, please allow me to introduce her more formally. Bernadette LEAL is a mother and an elementary school teacher with a master's in education. Currently, she is a board member of the Spiritist Society of San Diego. Bernadette gives talks and workshops on education and Spiritist teachings. She advocates for awareness of girls and the prevention of human trafficking, and has a passion for music and singing. She is a member of Sembradores de Luz, Sowers of Light, volunteering her time to create videos, write articles, and other resources to support families and Spiritist educators. Bernadette happily lives with her husband in the beautiful sunny city of San Diego, California. Please take this opportunity to send your questions during the presentation using the chat window. Bernadette has reserved time to address your comments and questions once she concludes her presentation. So, Bernadette, it is all yours.
Afternoon, good evening, if you're not live with us right now and we'll be watching this later. My prayers and blessings to you. And we ask the good spirits right now to bless each one of us who is watching this, inspiring us to feel the presence of Jesus and our spiritual guides, so we can work on this amazing topic, which is gratitude. So, I will be talking about gratitude, giving some examples, with the hope that we will reflect more on it and something will click in and not only reflect but make some changes in our lives with no judgment. We are all human beings We are working on ourselves and trying to do our best every day. And I know you are. You are. You wake up this morning and you are here or listening this later, going to work, whatever you are. I want you to know that you are loved and God loves you. And God and us, we are grateful that you are here and you are listening to us. So are you ready? Well, when I talk about gratitude, I like to give an example, and I'm going to give a lot of examples about myself. And I can tell, and I'm sure that you have your own stories that we can share maybe one day, or you share with somebody that you love, with your friends, experience of gratitude or something that happened in your life that really turned your life around. Well, I've been living in the United States for 27 years. I'm from Brazil. Love my country and I love America. It's my home. Even when I go back home in Brazil after a few weeks ago, oh, I miss my home and I miss San Diego. I've been living in San Diego for 27 years. One thing I learned here is the different culture that I completely embraced, respect, and love and use. And one thing when I hear, we say a lot of thank you, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, right? You were polite. Oh, thank you. You give me this. Thank you. Thank you. I love this about America. And when I went back home, I was in Brazil. My mom, she already returned to the spiritual realm. She made her transition a few years ago. And my mom was cooking for me. Well, she gave me a plate. Thank you. Mom, I can't find this. And she gave it to me. Thank you. Did you cook this? It's delicious. Thank you for cooking. So I kept saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. And my mom, what's up with you saying thank you every 5 minutes? So I'm just grateful, Mom, that you do all those wonderful things for me. But you don't need to say every 5 minutes. I think I was exaggerating. And then I asked my sister, am I rude? Am I doing too much? And she said, no, baby. It's just, you say thank you. We may not say thank you every single minute, but when somebody does something to you or for you, you say, oh, Mom, I love you. And that's the thank you. And I would like to start with this just to reflect the difference. But that doesn't mean that Brazilians are rude, that we don't say thank you enough. But I love this same thing. Somebody opens the door for me, thank you. You got something for me, thank you. What it means when we say thank you or welcome, that we have good manners, that we are being polite, that we appreciate things that people do for us. And that's wonderful. Make sure that we teach our children. I'm a teacher and I teach the students to say thank you all the time. But saying thank you doesn't mean that you are being grateful. It's just saying thank you enough. Thank you is really good. But to be grateful, we need to go to other steps to really embrace the gratitude aspect of it. So I will invite you, excuse me. See, here in California, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I just had coffee, didn't eat my breakfast. So sorry if I burp a little bit. But to see how much we love this, love being here. No matter if I have to be here 5 o'clock in the morning, I would be here. And with coffee or no coffee. But back to gratitude. There are three parts of gratitude that I would like to reflect with you. So get a little piece of paper and let's write this down. So you remember, you think about it, you talk to someone about it. The first step of gratitude is appreciation. To be grateful, the first step is to appreciate. Appreciate something that you have. Appreciate something that someone does for you. I will share with you something that happened to me a year ago. And I was so excited, ready to go to a Spiritist Symposium last year in 2022. I got my ticket. I was planning and helping with a little bit with the children. I love doing that. And when was it? Oh my gosh, August. I opened the door, my front door, and I was walking outside. I was a little bit upset about a few things that were happening. So that's my responsibility. And I felt like something really strong hit me on the back. And I fell. I broke my front tooth. I'm still working on it. You can see. And I fractured my right foot in 3 parts. I had 3 fractures. Extremely painful. Went to the doctor, trying not to do surgery. I didn't. And then it was the process of healing with boots on and off, cast, then wheelchair, knee scooter, 6 to 7 months. And when that happened, I got really, first you were like, oh, what am I going to do? And I was shocked as trying to adjust myself. I'm very hyper. If you know me, I'm full of energy. And then I had to be in bed. I couldn't cook for myself. And I said, I can do it. I can do it. I was angry. I had pride. No, I will handle this. God will help me. Of course, God will help me. He helps everyone, but God also helps sending the right people to help you. But first I didn't want to help. And then finally I realized I can't do this. I couldn't cook, get up, clean the house. Shower was a struggle. And it wasn't this learning curve. And I realized that I took for granted my foot. How grateful I am that my foot is right there and I can step and walk and run whenever I want. So finally, I decided to be humble enough and ask for help. And our great friend, Daniel CC, go, come on, Bae. Come on, just tell us what you need. We are just waiting for the green line, but you have to say go. And I'm like, okay, it's go. I don't have food. I can go grocery shopping. And he said, all right. So create it's called a train meal. And everybody every day was bringing me food. Somebody would come here to do the dishes for me. And this is the state of gratitude. For me, appreciation of so many friends that helped me with food, with driving, taking me to places, take to the Spiritist Center because I couldn't drive. And then I had to go to work, in a wheelchair, teach, lots and lots of things. Is it to feel sorry about me? No, it was great, that experience. I learned so much. I became a stronger person. I appreciate everything I have in my foot. To today, I can't run. I can't dance, which is hard for me. I just dance from the top here. But hey, it taught me a lot of gratitude. So what are the things that we have and we take for granted and we forget to appreciate? I remember one day I was washing the dishes, and I'm a kind of person that I will be telling a lot of examples. I was washing the dishes and my sister called me and I put on the speaker and she said, what are you doing? I'm washing the dishes. There's like so many dishes. You were so lucky. And what? You saying that I'm lucky? Why? Come on, you have hot water. Here, I don't have hot water to wash my dishes. If I want this, it's going to be expensive and I can't afford it. And I was like, oh my God. I got the message. And me complaining about doing dishes when I have water and warm water. And water, I have everything. Now, every time I do the dishes, think of my sister, thank you for the hot water. Thank you for the warm. Thank you for the plates. I think of Chico Xavier, the story that I heard. That he was sick and he had problems with health and he took so many pills and he always thanked for the pills and everything. Right? But how to really feel that gratitude? You can say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful. But there are times there's just words. So I want to invite you to do something with me right now. It's a coffee. Think of someone that is in your life right now and that you appreciate. Think about this person. And imagine this person in front of you. And you say to this person, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you in my life. Do that. I'm grateful for you in my life. Now, we will do it differently. If you can, close your eyes. Now imagine the same person gone. This person is not in your life anymore. How do you feel? You wake up and this person is not there. What are the feelings? What do you wish you had done or said? Feel it. Feel the absence of this person in your life. Right now, you woke up, it's not there. Now open your eyes and this person is in front of you. And you tell her or him, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. I don't know if it happened to you, but when I do this, the first time when I just say, I'm grateful for my daughter. And I do the second part, imagine that she's no longer there, but then she is. Even the way I say, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for you. You are here. You are here. And what is sad, many of us just realize the gratitude, the blessings of gratitude of have somebody or something after we no longer have. Like me, why bother about my foot? It's always there. Well, then one day it was not there working the way I wanted. And I go, oh my God, I love my foot. And now it's not working the way it used to. Do we wake up and say, thank you for this body? And when we talk about the person that we just did this little exercise, not only saying that you were grateful, when was last time say I love you? I truly, truly appreciate what you do. I appreciate you in my life. So friends, gratitude requires appreciation, true appreciation. But I said there are 3 parts of it. The second one, when you're grateful, is you value life. You truly value life. Look around, or everything we have that support us, supports us. For example, the sun, things that keep us alive, food, water, friends, family, spirituality. We have a group, a great amount of things that reminds us that we should appreciate life, that keeps us alive. And we just, whatever. Imagine you without water. This planet without water. We're already feeling the consequences of us hurting this beautiful planet. So value life. Appreciate what you have. Value your life and everything you have. And here comes the third part, which is really the next step of gratitude, which is to give back. When you are grateful, you give back. I have a friend that when I came here to this country, I didn't have a lot of friends, Brazilian friends, or a lot of things. And she was always by my side, helping me. We wrote stories together, plays together, music together. She helped me with all my trials with my daughter, relationships. And one thing that she did was on Facebook. Every day she said, I'm grateful for the flowers. What are you grateful for? Or I'm grateful for my hands. What are you grateful for? It was so interesting, all the list of things that she was grateful. Well, last Thursday, I got the news that she passed. And it was very sad. A friend of mine. And of course, I cried, but I understand, the spirituality about this, that the spirit is eternal. She really just, the physical body died. But hey, she taught me so much. And I am grateful for her in my life. So now it's time to give back. It's time for me to do and share the things that she did for me. So you say, I'm grateful. So what? No, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm sorry. You're like, I'm grateful. Oh, good for you. Now what? What's the next step? Well, the next step is to give back. Do something for others. I'm grateful for my hand. All right, go help somebody. I'm grateful for my eyes. Well, then try to see beauty in the world and encourage people to see beauty in the world. I'm grateful for money. Oh, excellent. What can you do with money to help others? I'm grateful for my family. Are you taking good care of your family? Are you being a good example? Gratitude calls for action. When we say, I am grateful, this is passive. Passive voice, I am grateful, right? Is an adjective. But if we could, and this is not real English, turn gratitude in a verb to gratitude, then it requires action. Be grateful is not just receive and appreciate. I receive and I'm so grateful for what I have that now I will share. After I broke my foot, I'm so grateful for the help. Then when I see somebody with a broken foot or anything, here, honey, I open the door for you. Somebody says, I'm sick. Okay, I'm going to cook some food or bring food for you. I learned so much about patience. It was not easy. So, what are we doing once we feel gratitude? I love the story about Simon the Cyrene, from Cyrene, I hope I'm saying correctly, about Jesus. We talk a lot about Jesus. We love Jesus, right? The guy, like my daughter used to say, oh, is this that guy with the beard, right, Mom? The cool hippie guy. I go, yeah, that guy, your friend, when she was little. We know so many stories about Jesus, how he was born, everything that he did, the parables, his life, as much as we can learn in the New Testament. But there was one part of his story that speaks to me, is when Jesus was carrying the cross. And imagine his pain, how heavy that cross was. And then there is one man, Simon from Cyrene. And I'm not sure the story you Google, you find out. Some say that he just felt compelled to help Jesus. Others that the soldiers forced him to do it. Whatever it is, you choose, you read, you do your research. Doesn't matter. What is important is that man helped Jesus. It's like, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me. But there, Jesus, in a flash, no matter how much of enlightened spirit he was, when he was in the body, he was feeling the pain. And it was so heavy, his cross. And he was not complaining. He was just carrying the cross. And suddenly, something happens. That cross gets a little bit lighter. And when he looks, there is a man helping. Somebody helped Jesus to carry the cross. And of course, this was an example that we should be helping others with their crosses, carrying their cross. When I think about this, it gives me goosebumps. And it says a story that Simon, his life completely changed. He was so inspired, Jesus looking at him. We don't talk much about this, but that's a great example of love, of compassion. Imagine how grateful Jesus was when somebody, just for a little minute, I don't know how long, he could breathe. And then he continued carrying the cross. Friends, we need more Simons in this world. We need more people that will help others to carry their crosses. Like I was carrying my cross with my broken foot, and somebody came here and, hold on, babe. Let me lift a little bit. It's getting too heavy for you. And then help me and put back. And somebody did that for Jesus. We don't talk much about this. We should. What is the lesson here? What's the lesson of gratitude? We should help others. But today, when we talk about gratitude, we are too busy. We know about gratitude. We know that we should be more grateful. But we are so busy with our lives, right? And we spend way more time complaining than being grateful. Now it's your choice. It's our choice. We wake up and we say, today, what do I choose? Do I choose to complain? Or do I choose to be grateful? It's a matter of choice. Question is, which one is easier? Complain or being grateful? Think about it. Okay. When I ask this question, usually people say it's easier to complain. I hear that a lot. Did you answer that? No judgment, as I said. But guess what? It's much easier to be grateful. It is. Look, I'm so grateful for my job. I feel it as, oh, I'm grateful for my job. I have health insurance. I have the money. I have things that I need. My job, I'm also helping people. Okay? I'm grateful. I feel it. Maybe 1-2 minutes. Now, complaining. I'm going to my job. I hate my job. Look, I have to deal with all those kids and look at the behavior. I don't know if I want to go. Oh my God. So complaining, it takes more energy from you. Negativity. And then other people listen and hear and start complaining again, complaining with you. Plus, as soon as we start to complain and lower our energy, we get connected with negative energies, negative spirits. So it takes much more energy, much more of you to complain than just like, thank you. Thank you for the water. Now, look at this water. It changes your body, your energy. If you complain too much, stop and think. Why? Maybe you are unhappy. That's a sign that it's time to do some changes in your life. I could complain a lot about my foot, and I did. At the beginning, I did. But later I said, God, I have to accept in what I'm going to do about it. I was watching on TV show, I don't know if it was FBI or something, and they said that there is a problem. There are the 3 A's, the AAA. And I love it. It said the first A is you acknowledge, you are aware. You are aware, you acknowledge that is happening. You are aware of what's going on. And the third, you have to administer what's going on, take action. And complaining, people, we get addicted. It's an addiction. We get used to, we are talking, and then in 10 minutes, you will probably hear somebody saying, but it's so hot today. Oh, what's going on? It's like, that's the norm. If I am in a conversation and I start just saying, how are you, Bernadette? I'm doing great. We have some challenges, but we are hanging there. We're doing the best we can. I'm alive. I have a job. And people, what's wrong with you? You got a problem. And then we get used to saying, yeah, I'm doing great, but it's so hot. Yeah, I have to go home. I'm going to get home. I have to deal with my husband and I have problems. And then we fall in their pattern. So let's not complain or do our best. Be grateful. Remember the story about Jesus when he healed the 3 men that had leprosy. And just one came back to say thank you. We forgot. And everything's going well. We don't think about gratitude. Only when we lose something, we are sick. Challenge, we start to appreciate. So, one thing I teach my kids, my student is when he says, you get what you get on through a fit. And I tell them, you get what you get. And you're grateful. Say that to your children. But gratitude takes time. I know. I'm saying all this to you, but I'm working on myself, of being more aware of gratitude. I am very grateful for all the wonderful things in my life, including the pain. And after my accident, I see things in a different perspective, even with not being able to walk, to dance, gain a lot of weight. I learned a lot. But we need to dedicate time to practice gratitude. We need time. Dedicate time. Let's take action. You, your children, to talk about gratitude. Every week for a certain day, a certain time, we will take the time to say thank you, to appreciate, to do something for somebody. Remember, gratitude requires action too. That's the next step. I love teach children, and we do some exercises, hide your non-dominate hand. And now today, during the whole thing that we are doing in the classroom today, you can only use your other hand. How hard it is. If I have to hide my right hand and not using everything with the left, I would struggle eating. And then later, appreciate your hand, appreciate what you have. So be grateful, no matter what. Appreciate all the things that you have. Gratitude brings us positive energy. First, it brings us joy. It connects us with the Creator. More. Creates directly. Wake up every morning. And the good spirits. And it's healthy. It helps with our health. There is another story, and it was a real one, that a woman came to this reverend and told him, I'm in so much pain. My whole body hurts. Everything hurts. I don't think I can continue living with so much pain. And he told her, ma'am, is there anything in your body that does not hurt? And she said, yes, my toe. My toe, my right toe does not hurt. All right, so I want every day you wake up and thank God for your toe. And if you can, during the day, I want you just to focus on your toe and nothing else. So the lady thought it was very weird. I said, all right. And she started thinking, thank you, Lord. Thank God for my toe that doesn't hurt. I can move my toe. My toe is wonderful. She focused completely on her toe. After a couple of weeks, she came back, said, how are you feeling? Is anything not hurt? She says, well, actually, all my other toes, not the big toe, the whole part, stop hurting. Oh, that's great. Now you do the same thing. So the story is that she kept coming back, and every time that she focused on the good things and being grateful, the other parts of her body stopped aching. Oh, now it's your leg, now your hips, until all the pain was gone. She focused on the positive. All her energy was on the negative thing, on what was not working. And don't we do the same thing? It's very common. I was teaching summer school and just finished last Friday, and it was very hot and it was intense with the behavior. And we passed it and see the teachers, oh my gosh, I'm having problems with behavior. There's everybody complaining. And then look, those kids that we teach don't have any meals at home. And they are here. If they were at home, they could be doing something not very smart, but they are here. It's always to see the negative. Just look at my whole body hurting and forget that my toe is working. So let's focus on what is working and be more grateful. So that's the lesson for today. Let's just summarize about gratitude. How important it is to be grateful. That gratitude goes beyond just saying the word thank you. That gratitude involves 1, appreciation. 2, value of life. 3, giving it back. And the last one is practice. And I would like to close mentioning a wonderful song that I love and I play in my car, and when I'm feeling that I am in the complaint mode, I tell my friends, oh, today I'm suffering of complainantitis. So I need to stop this. I'm a human being and I need to stop. And then I sing the song. This song is called I Am So Blessed by Karen Drucker, Drucker. And she says, I am so blessed for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. And she says, if we just try to sing here. And she sings, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. So listen to the song. We will put a link below or later, or just Google I'm So Blessed by Karen Drucker. And when you are suffering of complainantitis, play the song, a gratitude song. Well, that's it, my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernadette, for sharing your reflections with us. And thank you for the lovely singing.
You're welcome.
Okay. We have some questions. So
Okay.
Here. Okay, this one's from the International Spiritist Council. It can be very frustrating when we try to help people and they do not have any gratitude. How should we respond to this?
Well, Jesus says we do things for others without expecting anything back. Didn't he help the sick, the needy? He even helped the 3 men that had lepra. And 2 of them didn't say thank you. So when we help and do things for others, expecting something back, it's our ego saying, hey, I'm doing something for you. And Jesus teaches about unconditional love. Just think of you as a parent. If you have a child and a teenager, how many things you've done for your teenage child? Do they always say thank you? Sometimes they are ungrateful. My daughter wasn't grateful for me many, many, many years. Did I stop helping her? No. Today she's much older, a mother, and she comes back and says, Mom, I'm grateful for the things you taught me. I'm sorry I didn't see it. So, honey, don't worry about this person saying, I'm grateful. Because the energy is right there. You were throwing the energy. You were doing this out of love. And when you throw that to the universe, it's going to come to you. Other people there in front, like in the future, will say thank you to you. Plus, God sees it. And don't use this as something that you will stop helping others. Do it. Do it because it's the right thing to do without expecting anything back. That's it.
Thank you. Very good points. Okay, the next question is from the United States Spiritist Federation. What are the physical health benefits of having gratitude in our hearts?
Oh, when we are grateful, we elevate our energy. We become more positive. For me, when I'm saying I'm grateful, say grateful. You say grateful like this? Come on, say the word grateful. What happened to you? What happened? Say grateful in the mirror. I know I have a big mouth and big teeth. I can't help it. So I don't say I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Automatically you are smiling. And when you smile, you are more positive. You attract good things. Your cells in your body is waiting for that. Focus on the positive. Start working better. You have new energy, a new way of seeing life. At that moment, we start the healing process of whatever it is. When I was sick, when I broke my foot, for 2 weeks I complained. I'm being honest here. Need of somebody was horrible for me. That I take care of everybody in my family. Everybody depends on me. And suddenly I got, okay, you need a break. Stop, and you were in bed. And then what happened? I started having stomach issues. I started to get depressed. And then when I finally decided to work on myself and get better, I started to be grateful that I had friends. I started to be grateful that I had food, that somebody came to help me. I started to get better. The healing process. I still have my boot here. It's been a year. But hey, my left leg works. So focus on the positive, and it will help with your healing of the body, the mind, and the soul.
Okay, thank you. And let's see what we have next. This is from the U.S. Spiritist Federation. Bernadette, how would you compare having gratitude with having patience?
Oh my God. Patience. It's not easy to be patient. The growth of my experience was huge for me. When you are sick and you depend on somebody, and for example, I want to go to the bathroom and I couldn't get up, but my husband was taking a nap. And I had to be patient enough to wait. Do I wake him up? And I go, what? I'm tired. It's hard. It's hard to be patient. It's just like gratitude. We need to practice being patient. We practice gratitude. And they're both the same in the sense that we need to practice gratitude and patience. And when things happen in our lives and we are not grateful yet, it's because we don't have the patience to wait, that everything has the right time. Everything happens for a reason. So actually they are together. There's so many things that gratitude and patience, they work together. They mingle. And let's continue working on both of them.
Okay. Thank you. Very good point.
You're welcome.
All righty. Let's see what our next question is. This will be the last one. From the United States Spiritist Federation, why is complaining so tempting if it's much easier to be grateful?
Turn the TV. In the news, what do you see? Something negative. The news, a lot of negative things. And we are so focused on what is not working. And it is easier in a way. Well, even though I said that grateful, it's easier because it requires less energy. Complaining is addictive. You have an addiction. Like alcoholism, drugs, and other things, there is that addiction. Look around and you see how many people, you sit down with somebody that you just met at the airport. Go to the airport, and one thing that I noticed, hardly ever see happy faces. Did you notice? It's like, you don't see anybody, hey, how are you? And laughing and okay, they are not complaining in words, but they're like, my flight is late, I have to do this. And we are in that state of mind of complaining and that addiction that we need to break that cycle. Like there is a bracelet now, I complaining is free or something. Put a reminder. And as I said, just as a joke, if you are suffering of complainantitis, do something about it. How do we do this? If you are suffering of complainantitis, you need a medicine. What's the pill? The grateful pill. Take the gratitude pill every morning and start getting rid of that complaining things. That doesn't mean that we are Pollyanna. We see. We go through challenges every day, but it's a choice. You can say, yes, my foot is really hurting right now. I live in constant pain. The pain doesn't go away. No matter how much the medicine and what I do, I go to work, but I can choose to complain about the pain. And if you see me in the symposium, I will be leaping there, but it's okay. But hey, I have food, I have a house, I have friends, I have you guys. So less complaining, more gratitude. Okay?
Okay. I was just wondering, I wonder if people complain a lot, or it's tempting to complain because it's a way of getting attention.
Oh, definitely.
And is it more attention getting than having gratitude?
Yes.
And if so, isn't that kind of weird?
It is. And guess what? Little kids do that all the time. I'm teaching now 4 and 5 years old, and we do checking. How are you feeling today? They're like, I didn't get to play it. And some of them cry. And I say, wow, but look how beautiful your hair is today. And it's hard. And they know that if they are sad, they get the teacher's attention. And don't we do that as adults too, with our spouses, with our relationship? That's a great point. You never do that.
I never do that, of course.
You never do that, Peter.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you, Bernadette. So are you going to go to the U.S. Spiritist Symposium this year?
Yes, and today I'm back working with the kids. We are preparing an amazing program for teens. We have a great team. So come on.
Okay.
Join us. I'll be there.
So you have to be there, and you and I can do a happy dance from our chairs.
Yes, let's do it.
From the shares. All right. Okay. So thank you everyone who watched today's live and those who have been following our weekly Spiritist Talk series. Next Saturday, we will have Marcelo Neto talking about God within us. Bernadette, before we close, can you please do a final prayer?
I will be happy to. Dear Heavenly Father, Creator, we want to say thank you for this day and life itself as we talk about gratitude. Help us every day as we wake up, appreciate all the beauty, all the blessings, everything we have. No matter what it is, no matter the challenges that we are going through, there is always something to be grateful for. We also ask that each one of us right here that is listening to this in the flesh and in the spirit, feel the presence of God and Jesus enlightening them, surrounding their body, bring light to their homes, knowing that they are not alone. They have so many friends and mentors, spiritual guides with them. Help us during the week appreciate what we have. Help us to be strong, recognize when we are complaining, and let go and be more grateful. And as we feel this week and this day full of love and gratitude, we close this meeting, this live, feeling the presence of God in our hearts and in our lives. So be it.